Is it possible that Droplet has found the solution to a problem that all Tomb Forks have? Stay tuned to find out.
Drip is a rocket headed to Mars. Chico the barge. I went on my own cause we fell apart. The family is large, but those are the ones that leave you with scars and damage your heart. But from the cloud, I'm a drip god. I want the finer things. I want the finer things.
Yo, what is good, everybody? S Crypto 101 coming to you guys with another video today. And today we're going to talk about a new feature that the Droplet protocol has implemented, and this honestly could be the solution to a common problem that a lot of Tomb Forks have, while also giving you the opportunity to win up to $1,000 BUSD. So you have to stay tuned. This is awesome. I think this is a game changer. So make sure you stay tuned. Make sure you comment, like, subscribe. Make sure you hit that bell button so you're notified as soon as these videos are released. As you already know, we are well on our way to 3K subscribers. We hit the 2,900 mark today. So hey, continue to support the videos. I appreciate every single like we get on this video, as well as every single subscriber. Thank you so much for everything that you do. So let's go ahead and get straight into it. So first, before we get into it, we're going to take a look at the current status of my Droplet protocol, how everything is looking for me, my current plans. It's been, maybe a week or two since I've done a video on Droplet, but hey, everything is still printing over here. I can guarantee that. So we have 1.39 or 1.3 million that is locked up here in terms of TVL. So still sitting very strong, over a milli here. The Droplet price is sitting at $1.06 and GDS is sitting at $143. And it's been very, very stable. There actually was a pretty heavy pump over the past couple of days. I was able to buy in at GDS, I think right around 130. And as you already know, I am the self-proclaimed GDS maxi, because I always try to tell people to get your GDS, because you have to understand that there is a fixed supply of GDS. So if you come here, you can see the circulating supply is only 6,838 and the total supply is 3,100 and 379. So if you've been watching my videos, you already know that my goal is to get at least 1% of that. So right now that would be 313 GDS. So, a little far from there right now, but we'll definitely get there very, very soon as we continue to build our bag, as we always do. So if we come over here to the dashboard, this is going to more so give you an idea of what my current total worth is within the platform. So I have to say, I didn't retire from the NBA. I just don't have any L bonds right now, right? I'm still LeBron James at the end of the day, and I definitely will re-up on some of those L bonds soon. But my thought on my L bonds was, hey, I have these L bonds that are sitting in my wallet, and I would rather be able to use those to pair up with some BNB or some other kind of BUSD or GDS and start earning 1 to 2% on that every single day. So I went ahead and cashed those out, swapped those over to lit. So I do have a good amount of lit. As you can see here, I have 347. And the main issue I'm running into right now is the fact that the boardroom is printing so heavily, which we'll look at in a few minutes. It's printing so heavily that I am getting like 40 to 50 lit every single day. But it's actually perfect timing, because I recently maxed out my drip wallet. So I am able to have a set schedule in which I am claiming some of that drip and selling it, getting BNB, and then I'm taking that BNB and pairing it up with some of the lit I am getting from the boardroom to strengthen my position here in that lit WBNB pool. So as you can see, I have $1,500 sitting here, I have $1,100 sitting here, and then my boardroom, I have $1,500 sitting there. So I'm going to continue to build my GDS bag. I'm getting so much lit at this point. Your boy is really lit out here. I'm getting so much lit at this point, but the thing is, I'm not selling any of it. I'm not selling any lit. The only thing I am doing with my lit is I'm either pairing it up with some GDS that I get either from the farms that I'm providing liquidity to, or I am getting BNB, like I said, from my drip faucet, and then pairing that up and then staking that to gain more value within the system. So that's really what my plan has been recently. I have 347 lit here, which is right around $350 or something around there, if not a little bit more. And then I'm just taking my BNB, like I said, that I'm claiming from my drip garden here. As you can see, this is maxed out. So 3 days a week, I am claiming and selling to BNB. So I'm getting right around right now, like 1 BNB a week from here. So when I do have the opportunity, I am taking a portion of that, pairing it up with some of that lit, and then putting it back into the protocol so that I can earn even more money from that. So we'll take a look at the boardroom here. The boardroom is my favorite place to be. You know, this is like the throne, right? GDS Maxi, this is where I put my arms up. You know, I kick my feet back because we're earning 2.77% here. As you can see, I'm earning $40 a day right here. This is some lit that I have, so I could come here and claim this if I wanted to. But once again, I have like almost 400 lit. So with this added, I would have 400 lit. So it doesn't really make sense for me to just claim it right now. I probably will once I do get some additional capital to pair this up with, and then we'll go from there. But really wanted to show you that. But what is important to learn about today? We're talking about lit, we're talking about GDS, but what we really need to be talking about is dropout. Now, you know, I'm not telling you to drop out of school because you're making gains like crazy and Droplet. That's not what I'm telling you to do. We're talking about a new mechanism that has been added to the Droplet protocol, which is going to allow to help whenever lit does go back down below peg. So anytime that lit is below $1.01, it is considered below peg. Now, if it's below peg, that means that the boardroom is not printing at that point. So of course we want to make sure it's continuing to print. And then of course we want to make sure that lit is just a valuable asset and stays over $1.01. So as you can see here, this is the beta version of Dropout. Now we're going to look at the actual, you know, white paper edition of this to give you a better understanding of it. And then we'll go back there and kind of do more so of a UI explanation. So here we have Dropout. If you want to access this, all you have to do is come here to the Droplet protocol, hit this link here, this little chain, and then go to the docs, and then it will pull up this page, and then you can come here to Dropout. Now, the good thing about this is it really does add an element for those people out there who are more into gambling, that degen itch that people get sometimes. You know, your boy is LeBron James, so I'm going to probably split this 50-50. If there is an opportunity for me to get bonds, that's more a long-term investment because I am betting on the price of lit to go up at a certain point. This is going to be more so if you want those instant rewards, or you more so just want to see how much money that you can make in a quick amount of time. So let's go ahead and read through this. It is a rebranded form of a penny auction, which is a type of auction where participants pay a non-refundable fee to place a bid. So you wouldn't be getting your money back in any sense unless you do earn the jackpot. Each bid increases the auction price by a small amount. Buying will have a 3-minute cooldown before the next person can buy again, which is random, instead of adding time to the auction clock. That way the next buy is unpredictable, which is smart because we have to keep this safe. We don't want bots coming in and trying to win the jackpot every single time. So random times as well as a 3-minute cooldown is going to help with that. The auction ends when the timer runs out, and the highest bidder at the time wins the BUSD pot. You can only participate in the auctions only when the Droplet token is under peg. Like I said, it has to be under peg for this to even kick in. Enter with BUSD. So the BUSD that you would use to enter into the Dropout kind of lottery system is going to be taken, and it's going to buy lit tokens, and it's going to burn them. So it's going to put buy pressure on the lit token to get it back above peg, and then it's going to burn it and remove it from the circulation. So when the timer runs out, the highest bidder will win. Dropout is automatically enabled as soon as a lit token is under peg after 3:27. So it's already live. Feedback from the community will be encouraged in order to make this truly impeccable. So this is an important part too. Like, you know, this is going to probably get tweaked a little bit as we see it, you know, work through and get added to the protocol. But this is an open community, right? There was someone, Sabrina was her name, and she was in one of the Friday night lit talks, and she provided some great feedback. Hey, you know, what if we raised it to where this stuff kicks in even below, or even at a different price other than below peg? And that's a good idea too. So if you have these ideas, definitely make sure that you go to the Telegram chat, the general chat, drop those in there, you know, tag myself, Moonshot Max, you know, Paris, CV, DeFi Proof, Bobby, any of those people, and they'll definitely make sure they get to the right place, right? So that we can implement those things if it makes sense. Now, say you enter with 10 BUSD. Someone enters with 20 BUSD, you are dropped out and the 20 BUSD contestant is in the lead. So say I hop in with 10 BUSD, Moonshot Max comes through with 20, Mo Crypto comes through with 30, Legacy comes through with 40. Each time, whoever has that higher bid is going to be the person who's on, it's like king of the throne in a sense, right? They're going to be the ones who are sitting in the high chair. They're going to be the ones who technically have the rights to that reward at that point. But it's going to consistently, you never know when people are going to stop. It could stop at 40. It could go all the way up to 100, 200, 500, 750. So you never know who's going to be placing that next one. So it's going to continue to go up. And as the community builds, there's going to be more people who are a part of this. So this is going to be really exciting because I already know people love to watch the price. People know when we're going to go below peg. They're like, hey, make sure we don't. We have like 2 hours and 34 minutes and 90 seconds, 20 seconds until the epoch ends. So people are definitely watching these things. So this is going to be super exciting. So the pot size will be anywhere from $50 minimum to $1,000 max, depending on the participants. So this is going to be interesting. As it says here at the bottom, like I already covered, please note that this is risky compared to buying bonds. When under the peg, bonds is the safer way to help get back to peg. Dropout is a fun but risky way to not only to win a jackpot, but also help to get back to peg. So this is going to be the more so risky, like I said, that degen itch that some people just want to scratch sometimes. This is going to be for you. So it's going to be really interesting to see how this plays out. This is an example of the UI and what it looks like. So this will tell you what the current bid is at. This will tell you what the next bid has to be. So this is what somebody would have to bid. But the thing is, you don't know if I'm waiting to bid that. You don't know if Proof is waiting to bid that. You don't know who is waiting to do that next bid. So that could change really quick. So it's really going to be who's the fastest on the fingers. Time to auction ends. So this will tell you how long it's going to be until that auction actually ends. This tells you which round it is. This will give you the wallet address of who currently is the bid leader. This just tells you how much BUSD you have. This tells you how much that you're putting in there. And this tells you the amount of lit sacrificed this round as well as the total. So this is going to be a beautiful thing to see. But then again, it's a thing that we don't really want to see because that means that lit's going to be below peg. But I think this is going to add an exciting element. And this is the first time that I have seen a Tomb Fork implement something like this that allows it to be almost gamified in a way when it gets to below peg, because that's always the scary thing when it comes to these Tomb Forks. It's like, okay, we're below peg. What now? Like, you're really dependent on the community to get us back up. And this, in the sense, is still dependent on the community, but now you have the safe play in terms of, or safer play in terms of L bonds. But now you also can get rowdy, get risky, and try to win yourself some BUSD. As you saw, you can win up to $1,000 BUSD. That is crazy. That's a nice bag. Think about that. 1,000 BUSD, you win that. You buy 1,000 lit, or you buy 500 lit, pair it with BNB, BUSD, whatever you want to, and then you earn a 1% off of that. Maybe you buy some GDS. You get like what, 9 GDS, something like that, 8 GDS. Put that in the boardroom. Now you're earning 2.77% off of that. Hey, look, there's a lot of things that you can do with this, and that's why I'm super excited to see it. And it's also an example of how the team is continuing to build and continuing to make this protocol better. So we'll see exactly how it is to actually be a dropout in a good way, right? So with that, really just wanted to cover this in the video. Moonshot Max, Mo Crypto, Legacy. There's already been some great content creators who have covered it. And you know I have to do my due diligence and put out my content on it as well, because I am super excited to see this new mechanism for the protocol. As always, make sure you comment, like, subscribe. Make sure you hit that bell button so that you're notified as soon as these videos are released. Like I said, we're on our way to 3K. So help by supporting, help by hitting that big red subscribe button. And definitely with your help, we'll be sure to get there. And with that, we're going to continue to let this team build. Make sure that you check out all the social medias. We have Twitter, TikTok, Telegram. We got all the T's, right? We got all the T's. So make sure that you support on those. And as always, we're going to focus on what we do best, and that is building the bag.